So we definitely have a lot of just insane stuff happening to Lucid Motors stock again, being down almost 35%. However, since the recent highs of nearly $29, after gapping up 67% from the lows since the crazy gains at the beginning of the year, despite the now finally completed merger as well as the jumps afterwards. So with the company currently trading at about $21.70, what we are going to do today is give you an updated insight into what is happening to the now ticker symbol LCID, including the impacts of the merger, as well as some major news, and break down exactly whether it is still a buy at the end. And as the analysis in the video is absolutely crucial to consider before buying the stock, make sure to stay tuned. But before we jump right in, just hit that subscribe button down below. And as we'll keep you updated on breaking news and awesome trading opportunities every single day, subscribing would not only help us but also you. So there is really no excuse for not smashing the subscribe button. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe if you feel so. Alright, so let's start talking about the stock. And especially as the merger is now complete, with the actually first cars of Lucid are now about to be delivered anytime soon after almost 14 years of the company already existing, there certainly are a few critical things to talk about, also in regard to some massive hype from retail traders and the ton of competition the company is currently facing. But there surely are still some huge challenges to strongly consider before buying the stock left, starting off with the still zero cars the company has delivered in its entire lifetime, while so far only having developed prototypes of upcoming vehicles. But despite staying in the re-revenue stage, as of right now, the astonishing more than 10,000 pre-orders of, for example, the Lucid Air are literally expected to be delivered anytime soon. And here's where another crucial factor we also quickly mentioned last time plays a big role again: the actual pricing of those cars. But this is also important in terms of the competition we just talked about, opening up some huge opportunities in a market where almost no other major player, including the slew of legacy automakers who are currently investing heavily in EV, are in the luxury market for electric vehicles. So with the premium Lucid Air Dream Edition starting at $169,000, the company is able to target a group of completely different customers than most of the bigger electric vehicle manufacturers, focusing on a broader sector to make as many people buy their cars as possible, while obviously making it almost impossible for very small producers to compete. So, with the IPO as the ideal setup, the company might easily become a leader in this new industry if it actually delivers on its promises. But this also is a key risk, as it's simply too soon to tell whether Lucid will really be successful at bringing their vehicles to market in the future. But if there's one thing that we do know, then it's that the company was able to perform an incredible merger just a few weeks ago, while raising an astonishing $4.4 billion just through the merger deal alone. So Lucid's shareholders have finally accepted the long-awaited merger, resulting in the company going public on July 26 under the new ticker symbol LCID, much to the delight of a ton of investors. And now that the SPAC troubles can be literally just left behind, shareholders are able to focus more on the company's real business, with Lucid Motors being a particularly popular EV company among investors. And if the company can genuinely establish that it can compete in the highly competitive EV area, there will undoubtedly be some fantastic growth ahead, which is also a key reason for the first 675% increases at the start of the year. But another important point to consider is the enormous excitement among investors, particularly retail traders, who literally give the company's stock some unlimited potential, just like we've seen it on previous meme stocks and even Lucid Motors one in January. So here's what's coming up next. Lucid expects a significant increase in manufacturing over the following 5 years, with the introduction of an SUV in 2023 and sales of around 48,000 units. And it's easy to see why investors are so optimistic about Lucid's future, given the company's own projections for the next 5 years. Nonetheless, and we said that before, there is a lot of competition, as well as legacy manufacturers committing to and investing heavily in more EV-heavy product lines. However, if retail traders continue to pump up the stock at the still relatively cheap prices under the $25 mark, even some short-term increase is very likely. Alright, if you liked this video and want to support our mission of providing free financial information here on YouTube, please ensure you're subscribed and definitely consider leaving a like. Thanks a lot, and see you next time.